Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing that, bro. Love your honesty. What keeps you sober when you feel like getting high? That's really important, y'all. That's the most important question tonight.
Yes.
Who still want to get high? This ain't the Sheraton. This ain't the Waldorf Astoria. This ain't Disneyland.
The Hilton.
It's Odaat. One day at a time. Come on, what keep you clean?
Just honestly, my mom. She like one of my biggest supporters. She been probably my biggest supporter since I was a kid. You know. Just making her happy makes me happy.
Okay. That'll be good. That'll be good. Tears of joy. Come on, Shabazz, I see your hand.
I just don't want to deal with the consequences or the repercussions.
Anybody hear that? The consequences or the repercussions. We was at Bowling Green on Tuesday. What's the day? Wednesday? Yesterday. And people said what he just said. People are not mad at the drugs. They mad at the what? Consequences. That's my anger. I can't shoot dope. Back in the day, they said one bag of dope would get this whole room high.
And they wouldn't lie.
And you will still go to work.
You still go to work.
And then it disappeared. Then it became scrambled. Then it was really poison. This is way before fentanyl.
Yeah.
One bag of dope used to get the whole room high. And you would still be able to operate. The government snatched it, brought it back, poison, double poison. Stomped on it a lot of times. Like, come on, yeah, come on, D.
You know, sometimes I put things in sports terms. What do you call a team that's not going nowhere but to beat the shit out the other team? Spoilers. Sometimes we have spoilers, and we have to realize that it's not them. It's just the behavior. It's not them. Because when you become to get clean, you stop all of that. But we have what you call people that spoilers. They want what you got, like you said, don't know how to get it, so they're going to spoil what you have. I just wanted to put that out.
That's a good point right there.
But guess what? When you go to church, guess what you hear a lot? You say, you hate the sin, but love the sinner. You understand what I'm saying? That's important. Because we're not bad people. We're just people that lost their way. We're people who had bad behavior. And once that behavior gets out of the way, you can live life as other people do. But the call has to be you. The call has to be on you. Do you want to have a better life? Do you want to be an example to your children? Do you want to really be a man or a boy? Boy means a burden on you and your family. Every time you go to jail, you got to ask them put some money on my books. You can't take your daughter to school, all this kind of, that would kill somebody. Or a man means meeting all needs. I need to be a person in my family to be with a patriarch or matriarch. Matriarch. You understand what I'm saying? I need to be a person, a resource in my family. I don't need to be in every shelter, every jail. Every time they see me, I gotta give them some money or all that kind. I got one hit them for money and all that kind of stuff. My life is unmanageable, and I don't mean bills. I'm talking about my emotions.
Here's another thing too. Haters. When I had the 750 BMW, right? And I pull up.
Oh, you still got it?
Yeah, I still got it, right? I still got it. But people looked at me like, yo, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So instead of asking how you get it, they hate. But what they don't know is I needed a co-signer to get that car. What they don't know is I'm impulsive. I got a car that I couldn't afford. What they don't know. You hear what I'm saying? So when cats do the information on why you hating or jealous of an individual, you get to see it ain't all what it's all cracked up to be. Here's another thing too. It's only one Meek Mills in Philadelphia. A lot of people, they get influenced when they hear him rhyme. They say they can do it too. You might be good, but you might not be good as him. That's an anointing on his life. Right. Everybody, I can't do what Rob do. I can't do what Vick does. Everybody has a special anointing on their life. And some people get envious because you want to do what they do, but that's not your calling.
Okay.
And if you see the movie Amadeus, how my man Mozart was like 9 years old playing blindfolded, and a cat who wanted to play like him hated him. Then he cursed God because God blessed him, but he didn't bless him. You hear what I'm saying? So some people hate without all the facts on why you hate an individual. Big piece right there.
Hey, we tell you this too. Do y'all know there are two number one fears, right? No, it's one number one, it's number two. The number one fear is speaking in the public. That's a fear that some people have. Sometimes people think they can do it, but if they get the public, they start, right? Then the number two fear is speaking in public and dying. You understand what I'm saying? So anxiety and fear will dominate us and so forth. So if you're seeing somebody with a gift or something, you're just seeing the outside. You haven't seen the sacrifice it takes to get to that point. Like when you look at T.O. right now, T.O. probably doing sit-ups. Yeah, I'm serious. Right now, he probably doing sit-ups. That's how he get down. Everybody can't do what T.O. do. Y'all do know in the Eagles game, if those balls was thrown to T.O., what would have happened? He'd have caught them. So everybody don't have those gifts.
I remember when they crucified, good food, right? I remember when they crucified Michael Vick.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have dogs then. But see, when you don't have dogs, and you could just talking from what? Sympathy. But when I got dogs, now I understand how people feel about what? Dogs. And when Michael Vick was a young boy, he used to fight dogs all the time. But the cops kept what? Going right past. So he raised like it was what? Okay. Right? But now you what? A superstar. Now we got to make an example of you. His cousin, Devon Boaty, got locked up for like 40-some grams of drugs. He didn't use his address. He used the dog pound address. See, what's done in the dark always come to the light. And we never know how we going to get what? Caught.
That's right.
So they got the address, they showed up, there's dogs right there. Then there's more dogs right there. Yo, who places this? And the people who supposed to be silent snitched. And then he goes to jail, he do 18 months in prison. And only one person comes see Michael Vick in prison, that's Tony Dungy. And he gave him his book. And Tony Dungy, you read that book, his son committed suicide. Right? And he came out and nobody gave Vick a chance to play again. But the Eagles did. And I remember Monday Night Football against the Redskins. Michael Vick, the one that everybody condemned, who didn't really know his whole game or program, threw 6 touchdowns on Monday Night Football.
I don't even remember that one.
Yeah, that was he set a record right there.
He
said it all right there. Never condemn nobody, man, for real.
Hey, Mr. Like, one more thing.
What's up?
Vince, but like this guy Vince here, he shows me a lot about leadership. And you know what he told me? One thing about leadership? The same thing you said. That's why things always come back around. Full circle. He said, when you are in leadership of something, people are going to take stabs at you.
That's right.
They're going to do all types of things.
That's right.
And you have to be aware of why it's coming and where it's coming from.
That's right.
Don't take it personal.
And don't.
Because I used to choke people. I used to choke people.
I'm gonna let you talk
in my mind, they did that on purpose. And I know I choke a person when I was young. Things didn't go right, you know what I mean? But I learned that they have places where people put their hands on people. 6 and green. 6 feet down, green all over. Because people be scared, they'll shoot you. They know he gonna do this, he gonna do that. So I learned I have to learn to communicate better and don't take things personal.
Hey, forgiveness. Forgiveness. Alright? Forgiveness. Who ain't working on forgiveness? Alright? Who don't hurt people do what?
Hurt people.
Alright.
Hurt people also heal people.
Why you say that, Rod?
Because when a person has walked in your shoes, they have that type of empathy. They know where you came from. It's a certain type of person know what it's like to eat out of a trash can. Everybody don't have that experience. You understand what I'm saying? So we know what it's like. So when you see somebody, if you got some food, you give it to them. You ain't even got to say why.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Check this out. My ex-wife used to beat the hell out of me.
The left and the right.
Everybody hear that?
She was lefty.
I'm gonna say this right here, y'all. Hey, whenever anybody in here got a why in your life, W-H-Y. Whenever we have a why in our lives and it's not answered, we can have what? Resentments. Is that true?
That's very true.
Right? Why? Right? My ex-wife, her son got murdered. Anybody hear that? In Baltimore City in the year 2002. That's the what to answer my why. Her son father went to jail for molestation. That's the what to answer my why about her. Anybody catch that? Her sister smiled at her face and her boyfriend's face and had sex with her boyfriend and got up with 2 kids by her boyfriend. That's the what to answer my why about my ex-wife. wife. Whenever you have a why in your life and it's not answered, a lot of times we can get what? Resentments. And start holding what? Grudges.
Yeah.
So God had to show me, you have to understand the person you hate, you don't like. You got to understand the person who hurt you, who got beef with their fathers. Mad and still mad at their pops. Who mad at somebody who's deceased? They no longer breathing and you still angry. Still got grudges. Still catch aneurysms. All of that matters and they not here. Because you gotta understand, hurt people hurt people. And listen, if you was a victim of somebody who didn't know how to get out of their pain, they might have been traumatized, they might have been raped, they might have been abused, they might have been abandoned, they might have been hurt. And guess what? They got no help for their hurt. They only give what was what? Given to them. And you gotta understand that. When you understand that, you accept them. Then it's easy to what? Forgive them.
Acceptance come before forgiveness.
Everybody hear that?
Acceptance come before
Why you say that?
Now what we saying is whatever somebody might have did something to us, traumatized, whatever, we're not saying that's okay. We just want you to develop an understanding, hurt people. Right? Take from that, you're a survivor. Hopefully you can help somebody else who's been through that situation. You understand? See how that helps? See how it make you feel better?
I'm Aquarius. I go all in. I gave this one girl gave her money. She needed $500, I gave it to her.
Well, first he told me it was 2. Yeah? Then later on he said it was 3.
That's my girl. That's my baby. I gave it to her. She needed it. I gave it to her.
And your social security number.
Twice.
Social security number.
She called me. I gave her the social security number too.
Okay.
But look, love will blind you, right? But look.
Loving eyes.
But she's a beautiful woman. And I fell in love with her intelligence. Because she might be watching. I fell in love. I ain't gassing. I'm telling the truth, right? I love smart women. And she was a smart woman, right? But she was still sick and I was sick, right? And we got together. And listen, and then I was giving her money. And then I giving her time and giving sex and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And before you know it, she got up off her sponsor couch. And she got her own place. And she didn't need me no more. And I remember coming from Eagleville on the speed line, coming back for what? 69th Street. And she said, I want to be emancipated from your black ass. And I remember how devastated I felt. And then every evil proclivity came through my big ass head.
Go off the train.
From A to Z. I'm going to destroy her, whatever, et cetera, et cetera. By the time I got to 69th Street, yo, I was numb. And the best gift she ever gave me was a journal. Y'all hear that in the back there? She gave the one who hurt me, the one I did everything for. She gave me a journal. And in that journal, I cussed her out. In that journal, I condemned her. In that journal, I spit on her grave in the journal. But by the time the 11th page, I stopped writing on her. I started writing on who?
Myself.
Derek, you the sick one. Derek, you still masturbating. Derek, you still watching porno movies. Derek, your eyeballs are still reckless. Derek, listen, every time you get a queen, you pervert her. You're not ready for a relationship. You think you is, but you ain't. You need to grow up and be a man first. So you'll see your queen clearly. So the best gift she ever gave me was a journal. Not money, but a journal for me to start writing on me.
Alright.
Yes, so I had to what? And when God showed me that, it was easy for me to what? Forgive her.
And tell them, like, the truest statement I ever heard, is a bad woman will prepare you for the good one.
Everybody hear that?
Yeah.
For real.
Thank God for the bad.
You would appreciate a good woman. She want to clean, she want to cook, she want to look after you and all that. Then you had that bad junk, you'd be like, Lord have mercy, how can I dump this junk? You know what I mean? Get your money, want to have sex with everybody and all that. I say, have some respect for yourself. Too much.
Forgiveness, y'all. Holding grudges will stop us from what?
Growing.
How about positive attitude? Who's positive? Try to be. How about when the atmosphere is negative? Can you still be positive?
Yeah.
How about your roommate always bitching and complaining? You got roommates like that? They snore and they bitch and complain. Then you got OCD, they got ODD, obsessive dirty disorder. Gotta stay what? Positive. Everybody on that got to stay positive. Because if you're not positive, it's negative. And when you're negative, it's easy to what? Get the case of the what? And what come after that?
Let's get high.
Let's go get high.
In order to
Couple
say
games.
what they say about getting fucked. You know when we say fuck it, you only get fucked if you get in position.
Uh-oh.
You understand what I'm saying? What am I talking about position? I don't have a sponsor. I'm not going to meetings. I'm not talking about what's going on with me. I'm going to do what I want to do. Then I wind up doing what I always did.
That's right. Next one, y'all. Grateful. Everybody grateful today? I am. Very good. The opposite of grateful is complaining. Who complained? Anybody complaining?
Half of this
We had steak and eggs.
half of this house complain.
Complain.
I heard y'all eat steak down here.
They got a chef every day.
Oh, I got a chef.
They ain't eating out the trash can.
Oh.
Everybody hear that? Stop complaining.
Never did.
Stop complaining.
How about never did he out the trash can?
Stop complaining.
Or it's possibly we could.
The numbers will come true.
That's
if we
right.
keep on doing what we've been doing. Stop complaining. I went to Broad and Vine one day. I was walking before I started driving. I seen a guy with no legs coming across the street. God was showing me, Dirk, stop complaining. I used to drive CCT Connect for 2 years. Straight. Imagine getting shot in the back, now you paralyzed for life. But you still want to go to school. These are the people God sent my way. Imagine we smoke cigarettes every day from sun up to sundown. Now you got emphysema and you breathe like this. And you got an oxygen tank just to walk from here to the washing machine. These are the people God sent my way. Imagine at 8th and Gerard, me and Rob used to do groups every Sunday at 8th and Gerard. And it was one guy, a Muslim guy named Mr. Who. Anyway, keep it anonymous. But anyway, he was on the front row and he had his eyesight. We was there for like months. And Sunday after Sunday, his eyesight got what? Weaker and weaker and weaker till he became totally blind.
Never complain.
Never!
Only thing he would say to me is, "Hey, Rob, speak up more." And we got, and you know, and I'm right about that stuff. Because guess what? You cannot recover if you're not grateful.
Stop complaining.
Because you're going to throw it back in God's face.
Who remember what you was eating before you got here? What was you sleeping before you got here? What clothes you had on when you got here? How much you weighed before you got here? Play your tape all the way back. Stop complaining. Can we complain? We open up the door for the enemy. We complain, we open up the door for the enemy. If you around somebody, get the hell away from the body who is negative. Because negative will rub off easy. Because a lot of us come from being negative. How about accepting others? Accepting others. That's a part of recovery.
That's a big part of recovery.
Anybody want to talk about that? Accepting others?
Yeah. Hell, goddamn, yeah.
Come on, want to talk about that?
You know what I mean? Shit, there's quite a few people around here I gotta learn to accept them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Cricket?
Everybody hear that?
But I look at it as though he helps me work on some issues.
Oh, there you go.
Very good.
He work on some issues. You know what I'm saying?
Very good.
Yeah.
Because no matter how many times I've been in recovery, no matter how much time I've had clean, the one thing I do understand is that I'm not the same addict I was the first time that I ran across you at Stop and Surrender in 2006.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? I may have changed my clean date a couple times, but all the information is there. You know what I'm saying? I just don't apply it when I need to apply it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But I get the fact as though, like, dealing with all these people, dealing with this place, dealing with all this shit, you know what I mean? It's not that serious compared to some of the places I fucking came out of. The Dog Pound. 2416
Yes, sir.
West Lehigh.
Yes, sir.
30 motherfuckers in a 3-story house, one fucking bathroom.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
One stove.
Where you sitting, right. Where you sitting in the living room looking through the ceiling at a nigga sitting on the toilet.
Yes,
Don't flush it.
Right. A nigga can't flush the toilet while motherfuckers goddamn serving food because the water dripping fall in your fucking plate.
Come on.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
See, I remember that shit. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna sit here and make it sound like I'm you know what I'm saying? Because on some days, you know what I'm saying, I don't feel like working on shit, and yeah, sometimes I motherfucking get a little attitude. You know what I mean? I don't show no gratitude about shit. But usually within 10 minutes or so, reality kicks back in. And I think about it, and I'll be like, you know what? This shit ain't even really that serious. You know what I'm saying? it's a whole lot bigger. I got bigger fish to fry.
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying? You know what I mean? Like, there's more than what the fuck is going on in here. You see what I'm saying? Like, this shit really ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's when I walk the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? When I go around there to get some fucking cigarettes and I'm counting all the blue fucking bags on the fucking ground.
Anybody hear that?
You see what I'm saying? It's when I jump on that 29 and get off and get on the Broad Street joint to go north to go see my caseworker and my wife because they work at the same place. You know what I'm saying? Like the motherfucker that's sitting, I'm sitting one place, you know what I mean? And the motherfucker standing a couple, like the distance between myself and JB, motherfucker smoking crack. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker over there where like right down there, motherfucker drinking beer. You see what I'm saying? It's like, I get it. I understand that for real, being in here, this ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this shit is easy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we had some issues with people and all that shit, but shit, that shit ain't even, look, that's not even my problem. You know what I'm saying? That's how I really look at it. You know what I'm saying? Look, they ain't my problem. I'm my problem. You know what I'm saying? I need to be worried about what the fuck Sebastian doing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not to be disrespectful, I don't give a fuck what they doing. Cause I don't remember getting high with that motherfucker in here. You know what I'm saying? And I came through the door by myself. And when the time comes, gotta leave out that motherfucker by myself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't come here to make no friends, but I definitely ain't come here to make no enemies. You know what I mean? But the reality of it all is that for real, this shit ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This shit is fucking great. This shit is even greater compared to sorry ass Kirkbride, where I spent 35 days. You know what I'm saying?
But they not grateful. That's why they always complain.
Right, but Vince, I complain too.
Yeah. But you grateful though.
But like I was saying, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because I'm human, you know what I'm saying? Because I am emotional, in spite of what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes certain shit go down or certain thing going on, and yeah, I fucking complain, but I don't try to stay into that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit that just irritates me, since I've already fucking started, is just the fact as though motherfuckers beat shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just keep going on and on and on and on about some shit. This shit happened at 8 o'clock group. You come back at 4:30, they still talking about this shit. And it's always the negative shit. It's always the negative shit that dwells all fucking day long. When somebody say some positive shit, congratulations, yo man, I killed, and 20 minutes later, motherfucker ain't saying nothing else about it. You know what I mean? That's why I love my roommates. You know what I'm saying? Because when one of them motherfuckers come up, we all come up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I just, you know what I mean? Like, some people around here get me, and I'm cool with that. Other people around here don't get me. And just like I've said in the past, mother had them, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep this shit moving, you know what I'm saying? Because I know what life is like, living life on life terms. I know what type of come-ups come about. With only just fucking, you know what I mean, with 8 years clean, you know what I'm saying? Like, the shit I got, you know what I'm saying, and still had, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, this shit ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? All I'm doing is biding my time until it's time for me to go. You know what I'm saying? And when I'll know when it's time for me to go, because the doors are open so easily that I won't have no choice. You know what I mean? It'll be so easy just to go on with my life. You know what I mean?
It'll be natural.
It'll be
Yeah,
natural.
you know what I'm saying? It won't be no it won't be no tribulations, no, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it will be, but it won't be that difficult when the time comes. And I know that, you know what I'm saying, due to my past experience in recovery. You know what I'm saying? Of how hard shit can be when you press the issue compared to how easily shit you can transition into the next phase of your life. You know what I'm saying? When the man upstairs, your higher power, is opening the doors. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, it just don't be as stressful. You know what I'm saying? That's why I clown and have so much fun around here with the guys most of the time. You know, I fucking smash them out the same fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? I just be, you know what I mean? But just like they helped me work on dealing with acceptance, being humble, you know what I mean, constructive criticism and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? The people that fuck with me, I think they understand. I be giving it right back to them. You see what I'm saying? Whereas though, you know, you need to work on the same shit the same thing you helping me work on, I'm trying to help you work on. Don't take it personal. You heard me earlier say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, so a lot of times around here, it's too much personality over principle. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing when shit like that send a motherfucker out here and they kill themselves. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for listening and thanks for allowing me to share.
Good food, brother. Come on.
Yeah. The reason I'm accepting of individuals is because the reason I accept individuals is because I see me. You know, I put myself in their place. Nobody in here. I can identify with everyone in here. Everyone. You, everyone. But that gives me the empathy for them. You know, I say, see, I'm in a place. You answered the question, what keeps me clean? What keeps me clean is someone taught me how to use my brain and how to open my mind, make my mind open, and how to use my brain for positiveness, not negative. Turn the negativeness into positive. And that's my life's mission now. It's like, I see everything as positive now. Even if it's negative, I'm looking for that little inkling of positive that might give me the education to know when it comes back around again, I can fight it. That's what gives me. I look at each one. I don't have sympathy for like people here because I know people just like me. It took me a while to get this. As a matter of fact, it took me 66 years to get this shit. You know, and I'm probably the oldest one here. And I always tell them, I hope it don't take you 66 years. I'm telling you, if you want to see a person do the right thing, just watch me. Because I'm not going to stray off the path.
That's right.
I'm going to do what I have to do. Like the rules they set here are easy as hell.
Yes, they are. Very easy.
Easy as hell. They ask you to sign a paper at a certain time every night. You can't do that. When I was out there in my addiction, if you told me to come get that shit at 8 o'clock every night, my ass would have been there at 7:30.
That's right. Damn right.
Yeah.
Motherfucking right.
I take that energy, that negative energy, and turn it into positive.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is. And that's why, you know, I know everybody's not going to get it at the same time. But at least you're attempting to get it.
Right.
You know, because you can be out in that street. Once we go out that orange door, if we can't do it in here, you might as well forget it when you go out that orange door.
That's right.
Because that's what I call you step into the real world. Because shit's going to come at you 100 miles an hour from all sides, and you better have your armor on, or they will eat your ass right up. And that's how it is. That's how life is. You know, life has no ifs, ands, or buts. You know, it's like you either do it, but the whole thing about recovery is you have to commit yourself. And when I mean commit yourself, you have to make a total, you have to say, without using the curse word, you have to say, I'm tired. Like I said, I don't want to go through this shit. I don't even want to see handcuffs anymore. You know, much less go back to prison. You know, it's like, there's a better way of life.
Bend over and cough.
Yeah.
I hate
There's a better, yeah, that's right. Stripping you down, and you know.
Where you want your body sent.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that really like messed me up. And then I'm looking, and I was like at a prison one time where the graveyard was right next to the prison.
Yeah, we'll put you over there.
That's right. This is where your body is going. I'm like, what? No. If that's like a hit to reality, it's like, so you saying if I die here, you gonna bury me out
Bury me
there?
right there.
That's where you going.
Yeah, that's where you going. Yeah,
The cheapest
Somebody-
spot.
Yeah. So, hey. So I made the commitment, you know. Like I said, when I see people, a lot of people look at me and they say, nah, ain't no way he went through no shit like that. But you never know what a person's been through.
That's right. That's right.
You never know what a person's been through. That's why I put it in I open up and I share. I'm not scared to say anybody, you know, because it happened. But I'm on a new path. And I want every single one of these guys to get on that same path I am. It's like a damn train. And I'm the conductor of the train. Come on, jump on. You know, follow me. The next stop is success. Oh, I'm not no. Then get off. You know, get back on at the next stop.
Okay.
So it's like that's how it is, and that's what I say. You gotta have the reason. What keeps me clean is someone taught me how to use this.
What's up, soldier?
Yeah, how to use my mind. Because I always thought I had a better way. Because I'm an analytical person. If I see some shit, that's how I am. I've been that way since in my teen years. I didn't ask why things work. I want to know how and how I can make it better. But see, I use all that shit for the negative shit too. It's like, okay, I can get high, but how can I do this shit where people don't know I'm getting? So what I do, I used to isolate myself. I used to go rent me a room, lock all the doors and shit. I didn't want nobody around me. I didn't want nobody to have that ammo against me. Oh yeah, I saw you smoking crack or something. No. You know, and then I come out acting like, you know, I'm probably big as 50 cent pieces, but they like, but people know. People know. And then, you know, my family's still with me. That was the hardest thing. That was the thing that brought me into recovery. Because I never brought my shit to my front door. And it happened one time, and that like broke me down. And it was a hot day. I remember this day so vivid in my mind. It was a hot day. I ain't even had the money to catch the subway down there. I walked down the Spring Garden Street, and I just turned myself in. I'm tired of shit. And the day I turned myself in, I wasn't even high. I just said, I'm just tired. You know, it's like, you know, because I was getting tired of the bullshit. And that's what you got to do. You got to make a commitment to change your life. You just can't change it part way or halfway. You got to change it all the way. And there's no way I could have done this without God. No way. Because my thinking always got me into trouble. Kept me in prison. You know, kept me in prison. Running from halfway house to halfway house. You know, no. This is the end journey. This is my end game here. And I can say that's my end game because my mind is telling me this is my end game. It's not going to say I'm going to go out there. You know what? My mind is keeping me on the straight path. You know, I know drugs are like that out here, but at this age, if I was to pick up and do that drug, I know I'll check out. Because if I try to do the amount I did when I was in my active addiction, I know it would kill me. I know it would. So I'm not going to even risk that. You know, I'm about life now.